Some say that without thinking there is no good or evil, but I think they've never had a case like this. As I was walking down those ugly streets, passing all those cutthroats and lowlifes, knowing it has long been way too late for them not to end as pathetic criminals and drug victims, there was something that held me from giving into this hopelessness which had already taken most of us on this world. It was Dead Rising 4. I had already downloaded it and was ready to play it, to give my mind the necessary shot of dopamine I needed. But when I sat down to start playing, I noticed something strange. Something so cruel I couldn't believe it. There was jam on the controller. I felt this strong urgency to find out who did something so disgusting and cruel like this. I knew that this wouldn't be easy, and I knew I had to face the dark underworld of crimes and corruption which coexists to our happy world we always try so desperately not to leave. So I started with the first and only clue I had. Maybe on the film tapes from the last Levyond session I could find more clues, but there was nothing. The last clip showed me and this strange guy called Roland, who I called a friend. So I had to even think harder. After some time of investigation, I found out that there was this roommate. He lived nearby, and so there was a chance he visited the crime scene. So I walked up to his room. I realized that I hardly knew this person. I haven't seen him very often, and he seemed to me to be a very dubious and questionable person. As it turned out, he tried to talk me in this obscure story of him visiting his brother in the week when the crime happened. He gave me a phone number which I called. Furthermore, he started to talk about subjects like trust and not having any motives to commit such a crime. As if there was any evidence his words weren't just cold-hearted lies from a ruthless criminal. This guy who said he would be his brother could confirm the story. At that point I didn't know if this whole story with his brother was true or if I was just in the middle of a bizarre conspiracy against me and humanity. But I went on with the next subject. Roland. Who was this guy, Roland? Was he really the one I thought he was? Or did he always follow more darker plans I didn't know about? So I went to his place, the one I thought I could trust. I had no idea what would await me there at this dark mansion. I realized I had never been to his place before. Maybe there was a reason why. As I reached his place, I could smell a strong scent of drugs, and even worse, I saw the signs of a strong alcoholism that slowly killed this poor and wasted little soul. Could I even trust such a person? After he tried to drug me, he wanted to trick me in believing that he'd never been at the crime scene alone. He told me that maybe there was more material that could give some clues. So at the time, I didn't know if I could trust him, but it was the only trail I had. So I left his place and started to reconsider every thought, and I walked through every step again. But it had bad effects on me. I was poisoned myself from the addictive world of crimes. I scanned through all the material again, and there I found it. I couldn't believe it. After all those people I didn't trust, and all those details I questioned, I forgot one person. It was myself. As it seemed, I was tricked by my own brain. Not knowing what was real and what was fake, I had to give in. I had to give in. Into this insane and cruel world I always tried so desperately to avoid.